Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking another look at one of my favourite games, Cyberpunk 2077. I think you might have guessed that from the amount of videos that I've made of it. So I've been playing this game more recently with the Luke Ross VR mod. So yeah, I've been using this with the RTX 3090 and the VR mod, and it's just brilliant. Can't say much more than that. It's just a fantastic way to play the game. Really sort of puts you in there. I'm playing the game on very hard difficulty, and I've got so far into the story. And if I go to my character, you can see I haven't leveled up my character at all, apart from the opening points. I've got all these attributes. So what I found here is, look at this now. This is an extremely populated area. Previously there's only a few people around, and I think this is part of the new element of having different amounts of people depending on what time of day it is. So let's just see what time of day it is. Yeah, it's 10:45 in the morning. So you've got a lot of people here. If I come back at night time, then I assume there'll be far less people, but Shane can't fight that bot again and again under different difficulties. Anyway. So yeah, I'm playing in 4K with ray tracing enabled. I've got the DLSS set to auto, so you are going to lose quite a bit of sharpness. So yeah, that conversation is still ripe. I think they also added a few NPC models. Now look, if you look here from this sort of angle now, it does look very populated. Maybe not as much as that original demo that they showcased, but yeah, you kind of feel like you're in a city here early in the morning. But I'm not here to make excuses for CD Projekt Red. You know, first demo they showed, this was like, had hundreds of people. So what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Firstly, let's just take a walk on the wild side. So I mean, I'm loving the way the game changed. I think a lot of people have said, well, look, a lot of the changes they've made are kind of inconsequential, you know. It's stuff that it doesn't really change the actual game per se. It just makes it a bit more in line with what it should have been. Yeah, it does. But they've also changed the whole economy system.
If anything, you can take your shit back.
Changed the way you interact with the fixers. So that you're not covered, your map's not just covered with tons of missions and from the get-go. You've got to sort of work your way up the ranks, which is good. It's a different way of playing, and they balance the enemies as well. I'm finding them, though, as you can see with my non-leveling up, very hard. Aim assist off, off, off. There you go. Yeah. So let's go and head over this way. Let's go grab my bike. You can see there again, the cars got their own sort of suspension now, which is good. Oh, bike's put over there. Oops. I'll go this way. Oops, make myself dizzy. Let's just go with the bike. Yeah. Just trying to be a bit more smooth on the controls here for you. I actually wanted to head over to that bit there, the rotating. Put those on here. So look, you can see the anime ad there. Different feel, the chemistry advert there.
Hey.
I kind of wish that CD Projekt Red had done some of this, you know. It's great that modders can add these kind of extras, but I think, you know, with the update, it would have been nice for CD Projekt Red to make some new adverts for it. Oh, it's alright, love. Don't worry. It might never happen. Right, let's go and cross the water. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Do like the better reactions though from the NPCs. I think that's pretty cool. They've definitely improved them considerably, and the vehicle AI as well. That's all good. Right, let's sort of walk here. Let's just go to this rotating. But yeah, in terms of the performance though, the update did make it a lot more. So you see these kind of rotating images, which are really cool. Again, CD Projekt Red should have been doing these. Yeah, the performance was a lot more heavy compared to the original game. That's a nice new advert there. New job getting upgraded. Nice. And you've got that nice big Watson porter. It's a nice view that you get that looks over the water. To show you that big sort of, well, I showed you it from the apartment. So I mean, things like adding new apartments, you know, that's it's nice to have. I think it's really the rebalance that's sort of the biggest change. Economy rebalance, having to buy those things, quite expensive now to get the money to buy those and to buy all the vehicles. If you want to get everything, you've really got to work through some of these missions, sell all the guns and pickups.
Thanks to the bulletproof air type from Rayfield, your only worry is getting stuck in traffic.
But I know there's going to be people saying, well, it's still a lifeless city, there's still nothing that happens, everything's scripted. I think that's a nice Audrey Hepburn advert. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice jacket he's wearing there.
Been thinking, just don't get it.
And I'm going to agree, yes, there's still a lot they could be doing to give it a bit more believability. I mean, there's a Red Dead Redemption 2 adds sort of these unscripted or seemingly unscripted random elements that you will come across. You'll be walking along and you might see somebody getting attacked by a wild animal, or gunfight suddenly breaking out that you have to escape. It sort of randomly happens. Well, it doesn't randomly happen. It does and it doesn't. It's still a scripted kind of routine, but it just doesn't happen in a specific spot necessarily, and the way things play out might change, but the fact that yeah, that's a very nice advert. So let's just look at one of the other features now. So just go to the map. Yeah, so the map is way less populated now, and obviously you've got that filter. So let's have a look at my character for a second. Yep, she's rather cool. I think I did a video which has had quite a few views actually of my how she's looking. And for once, she's not actually just put in her underwear. She's actually wearing a nice military grade net running suit. But obviously she's not very good at net running because I haven't upgraded any of her skills in that regard. So yeah, she's cool. I like her. Let's see her in the wild. Let's just put a nice pose. Yeah. Oh. Right, what else? I was going to show you the. Oh, here we go. Look, see, this is what people complain about. These little moments here. It's just like a very scripted scene. But look, there's a lot of people here. You know. But nothing's actually happening. It's for effect. It's, you know, it's not really anything dynamic. I think the only thing dynamic, and I think I've tried that before actually. Tossed a few grenades in here. I've got flashbangs. Let's see what happens. Oh, it won't even let me do it. I'll go further away. Nope. 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 They thought of everything, didn't they? That grenade's not going to reach there. Let's see if they react though. Just the people on the perimeter. So all these other people here, whoops, kind of scripted, but there's that reactions. And look at the big guy running much slower than the that's quite a nice touch. It's alright, dude, it's okay, don't panic. It's okay, yeah. No, I'm not after you. That was quite a nice touch. That's not a nice touch. Yeah, the game's still got bugs galore.
This is not happening! Impossible!
But you can expect that from a game of this type.
Oh, don't bug me, kid.
Yep, they recorded some new lines of dialogue as well, which is cool. Well, let's get on my bike and have a drive around. Started again. I've started over for about the 10th time now. I'm not sure these ads will change. Yeah, they should change. Right, so drive around. But as always, game's looking really smooth. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Right, so now that we're out in the open, so you can now, as you know, change the time of day. And again, that will now change also the numbers of people, their routines. Now, it's not the same as what they... Oh, it's foggy and... There you go. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the... Oops. Yeah, they should have made Claire... Oops, Claire dateable if you're a female character. That would have been quite an interesting parameter, considering Claire's background. Yeah, so Night City looks great at night, looks great in the daytime. And yeah, let's just head back into it. See if you can see the other advert. You can see one of them up there. Coca-Cola's even in there, so that's new. You've got all these little ads here. Remember they said as well that, you know, you'd get tailored ads. So look, I think there's parts of that still in the game, because as you move past the ads, they do sort of pop up, and some of them actually change as you get near them. So I think that was a feature that's partially still in here, but they haven't implemented it properly. It's kind of interesting. Not sure how they would have done that. What classes are... Let's go up that right there. So yeah, the ray tracing is brilliant, as you can see. And they added these things for the bike, didn't they, as well? Wheel lights and stuff like that. No, even someone's added another joy. So remember, this isn't the Blade Runner ads mod. This is a Night City ads mod. That's cool. That's really cool there. That sort of hologram punk girl. Nice. And I mean, it just gives Night City a different vibe, you know. Still, what I'm liking about the Night City ads is that they still sort of stay within the game's sort of lore. Like Watson Whore, and that rhymes. They change it. Oh look, there's Adam Jensen there. You know, they kept this within the Cyberpunk thing. With the Blade Runner ads mod, which is brilliant, I love it. It's sort of drifted away too far away from Cyberpunk. It's sort of gone into realism with all its real world adverts, and it's too real. It's not futuristic enough. You know, so it's good to have the choice. And it's literally, you can just swap them in and out of each other within seconds. Oh, we're getting a bit of fog here, which is kind of cool. But yeah, the base game has sort of changed. I think if anyone's new to the game, then yeah, and they're experiencing it for the first time, they'll be thinking, well, why has this been such a controversial game? It's like, it's fine, it's good, it's great even. What was the fuss all about? Well, they didn't see the original game, did they? The original game was a POS. So let's have a look at this now. Racketeers. Don't know what they are, but let's just get in a gunfight with my new gun. Oh, she's going to take you down. So they changed the AI as well, apparently. Be more, yep. That's what happens when you just decide to get in a gunfight when you're not leveled up at all. Yeah. Anyway, I came to actually look at those new rotating adverts here. I haven't seen those yet. Kind of nice. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think yeah, I'm impressed with the ads mod. I think I downloaded it a long time ago when it was in its infancy, and it's come a long way since I first downloaded it. I've been focusing too much on the Blade Runner ads mod. So, and the thing with mods as well is that they could get broken from every update that CD Projekt Red releases. So the 1.52 update broke some of the mods. So I'm reluctant to put all the other mods I had back in. Still, these sort of ads mods are quite easy to add, pun intended, and yeah. Cool. It's nice to be back in Night City, but it's also excellent and a new game entirely to be back in Night City in VR. I mean, that's just mad. That's a new one as well. They changed that. There's quite a few actually. I think there's 111 images on the mod page. So he's changed quite a bit. But you've really got to travel across the whole city to see. Oops, what's going on? Okay. I think I keep showing that ad now, the one I'm trying to avoid looking at.
Yes?
I'm a bit busy.
You look at it. Yeah, they did some good jobs with the new audio. It's kind of subtle addition. You hear it in sort of various conversations, and if you do spend the time, I mean, if you look at their faces, they already had that in the game, facial expressions, but they can be sort of indifferent to you or annoyed.
Are you? Wow. You are, aren't you?
Get out of town before it's too late.
Yep. I'm liking this fog anyway. This is the first time I've seen this sort of fog like this that just suddenly came on. So that's good. Anyway, people, this is Cyberpunk 2077. I'll leave the mods links in the description. And yeah, see you next time. Okay, I'm Rob Graham. Thanks for watching.